Hi, good day all of you. Welcome to our session. Welcome to our channel Intelligible Tutorials. In this today's session now we are going to describe about the basic structural modeling relationships. What kind of the relationships that can be used in the basic structural modeling, that means classes. What are the supported relationships in the classes and the class diagrams now we are going to see. In the basic structural modeling we are having three kinds of the relationships. Dependency, generalization and as well as the association. And coming to the definition of the relationships is nothing but a relationship can be defined as the connection among the things. Whatever the things, those are classes, objects and as well as interfaces, whatever the things are there, a relationship can be represented as the connection among those things. It may be a generalization or it may be a dependency or it may be an association, whatever it is that can be treated as the relationship. So now we are going to describe about each and every relationship with some kind of the examples also. Okay, so the first one is nothing but the dependency. Here the dependency is called as the bind relationship. And coming to the generalization. Generalization is nothing but it is the linking of the generalized classes. So whatever the classes are there, generalized classes, that means they are sharing the properties among one class to another class. So generalized classes are connected through links and these links are treated as the generalization relationships. Coming to the association. Association is one kind of the relationship that is the linkage among the classes, and some set of the classes are linked with some kind of the associations and it is called as a kind of relationship. Like that we are having, there are three different kinds of the relationships. The first one is the dependency relationship. How it look like now we are going to see. Dependency is a relationship, semantic relationship normally. That means the thing in one thing, suppose A is there, is dependent upon B. So the change in B can affect directly to the A. That means the change in one thing can directly affect to the other thing. So it's a bind-over relationship. Dependency is called as bind-over relationship. So this is nothing but the dependency. And coming to the generalization. Generalization means whenever a class is sharing the property from other classes. Generalization. For example, class A is there, it is inheriting class B is there, and class B inheriting the properties from the class A. So class A can be treated as the parent class and class B can be treated as the child class. So it is inheriting the properties from A. So this is a generalization relationship. The triangle mark can be directly posed to the parent class. So this is nothing but the generalization relationship. And now coming to the association relationship. What is the meaning of the association? Now we are going to see. Association. Association is one class has the other class A, B. So A has B and as well as B has A. So A is a company, B is an employee. For example, here employee has company and as well as company has employee. So the relationship is named as the has relationship or has a kind of the relationship. Like that, the association can be represented. So association is nothing but one kind of has a kind of the relationship which is going to be represented with this. Okay. So it is a two differences are there in the association. Number one is unidirectional association. How the unidirectional association now we are going to see. So employee and as well as employer. Employee has employer. Okay. So it is unidirectional and as well as employee also having the employers like this. So it is the one direction it shows it is unidirectional association and bidirectional association. The second one is nothing but bidirectional. So what is the bidirectional relationship? How it can be represented? It's a plain line actually. That means employee has employer and as well as employer has employees. Like that, the bidirectional relationship can be represented. The association is two different types. And some more adornments are also there for the association. What are the adornments now? We are going to see. Okay, so the adornments of association. Number one is name. Number two is role. Number three is multiplicity. And number four is aggregation. Like that, we are having various kinds of the adornment symbols are there in the association. The first one is name. So company, employee here, and here we are having employer. Right? So what is the name of the relationship? It is a bidirectional relationship. The name of the relationship, employee always works for employer. Okay, so the name can be represented like this triangle mark and works for. The name of the relationship here, it is works for. Okay, so employee works for the company. The name of the relationship is nothing but works for. It is giving the clear meaning between the employee and as well as the employer. Employee always works for the employer. So this is nothing but the name. And next we are going to talk about the role. Now coming to the employee and as well as the employer. So what is the role of the employee is nothing but the employee role is nothing but he works for company, so he is a worker. And employer pays the particular employee, so he is a company. Normally we can see company is a employer. So this is the role of the employee is nothing but worker, and role of the employer is nothing but company here. Like that, the role can be specified like this, or else we can say simply worker and as well as company relationship. The worker is an employee here, and as the role of the worker is the employee here, and the company is nothing but employer here. Like that, the role can be specified. Okay, so this object is associated with this particular object in that particular role. The name of the role is nothing but employee here, and the role of the particular object is nothing but employer here. Like that, these two particular objects are associated with each other in the case of employee and as well as the employer, like that. Okay, so now this is nothing but the role. Now we completed the role. And what is the third one is nothing but multiplicity. So what is the meaning of the multiplicity? Now we are going to see. Normally the multiplicity can be represented as 1 to many, many to many, and many to 1. The many can be represented as star, 1 can be represented, and many can be represented as star. So employee means 1 to many number of employees are working for one company. Okay, and 1 to many number of employees are working for 1 to many number of the employers. Like that, whenever you want to establish the relationship context in the form of 1 to 1, 1 to many to 1, and many to many, you can use this. Star can be represented as many, 1 can be represented as digit 1. Like that, the multiplicity can be represented. And next, the final adornment of the association now we are going to see is nothing but aggregation. How this aggregation can look like. Aggregation is also a has kind of the relationship. Normally association is a has a kind of a relationship. It is a has a kind of the relationship. In this has a kind of relationship, again we have some subset that is nothing but whole part relationship. And this whole part relationship is treated as nothing but this aggregation. Aggregation can be represented as whole part relationship. Whenever an object is a sub main part and a sub part another object is there, then we can represent the relationship among one object or one class is between this class is nothing but the aggregation. Okay, the best example we see based on this aggregation is college. This is a college. In the college, department. Okay, so college and department can be represented like this. This is the college and this is the department. You can represent the aggregation the end of the aggregation will look like a diamond mark. So this is the relationship between the college and as well as the department. In the same manner, and then one more example that also we see. It is a company. Company can have inside bank in it. Okay, so company can have a bank in it as subpart. You can represent the bank like that. Here company is a whole part, and among this the subpart is nothing but the bank. Here also similarly the college is a whole part and subpart is nothing but the department. Like that you can represent the association relationships like that. So like that we completed the three different kinds of the relationships: dependency, generalization, and as well as association, and finally the aggregation, the adornment symbol of the association. We will see very one good example based on all these relationships now. Just see. Shape, length, size, etc. Open, display, like that. And this particular shape, we are having three different classes. This is rectangle, and again this rectangle having one more class called square, and it is circle, and it is what? Triangle. This is a generalization relationship among the classes. How the generalization relationship can be represented among the classes, in this diagram I clearly explained. See, the shape is the main class, and the subclasses of the shape are rectangle, circle, triangle, and as well as the square. Here what is the name of the shape is nothing but base class, and what is the name of this rectangle and circle and triangle are nothing but intermediate. This is nothing but, these are the leaf classes. Circle, the circle is the class that does not having any kind of the chase, so these two are called as leaf classes. And the rectangle is, the square is also one kind of the leaf class, and coming to the rectangle, it is also called as intermediate base class or concrete class. So what is the meaning of the concrete class? A class that can have parent and as well as a class that can have a child. Rectangle is a class that can have a parent shape and as well as the child square is there. So that's why this rectangle is treated as the intermediate base class, and one more name given as the concrete class to this rectangle. So this is the base class or the super class, and these are the leaf classes. Leaf classes does not having any kind of the children. So those are treated as the leaf classes, and this rectangle is nothing but concrete class. This is one of the best example of the generalization relationships. Now we see another example which describes all the various kinds of the relationships. Windows, attribute 1, attribute 2, close, open are the operations. Windows can have event, and windows can be activity, and it is generalized by the class. It is inherited the property of the class, and windows can have window 1, and windows can have another window, window 2. like that. So this diagram represents the three kind of the relationships. Here it represents the dependency, here it represents the generalization, and as well as these two represents the associations. This is association, unique bidirectional association, and as well as this is also bidirectional association. Like that, all the three diagrams, all the three relationships can be represented in one single relationship. Like that, we are having various kinds of the relationships. In our lab sessions, we see more number of the examples based on this. One more example also we see based on the generalization, how it looks like. For example, flower is there. Flower, size, color, shape, size, color, shape are the number of the attributes, and display is the have only one method of the color, only one operation of the color of the flower class. And what are the various derived classes of this? Rose, lily, and as well as jasmine. These are the various derived classes are there for the flower. This is also one of the example to represent the generalization relationship. And one more relationship that we will see, which describes the aggregation of the association. The best example is nothing but department of college. This already we have seen how the department of the college, and in the same manner bank, company, and in the same manner one more relationship between these two, the room and wall. Wall is a subpart of the room. This is the example 1, this is the example 2, and this is the example 3 of the aggregation relationship, aggregation of association. So it is the aggregation of association. Like that, we are having multiple relationships are there in the basic structural modeling. In the coming videos, we see the advanced structural modeling, advanced classes, and as well as the advanced videos. To watch more videos, please subscribe our channel Intelligible Tutorials. Thank you very much.